Hello guys, and welcome back to the STPL. My name is Kix. Joining me once again is Rapid. We're about to head into set number 2 of today's STPL, which is going to be between SouL Gaming and NetWars. Let me quickly throw up a poll just to see who you guys think is going to win throughout the middle of the game. Obviously, we're not going to have the FBW Discord sort of skewing the results on this one, so it should be all good.
Now your chat's just going to be flooded by either South Korean or Polish fans watching that are going to like swing the poll votes wildly each way. I guess there could also be some Peruvian fans in there too, but yeah, mostly I guess the players today are going to be Polish players versus South Korean players, and really just the most insane players from each of their respective country. Like I'm looking at the lists playing today, and it's just what on earth are these lineups? Like I could watch this same best of 5 play out against each other like 10 different times. These players are just so good. So I actually can't wait. This is gonna be like one of by far the best series that STPL has ever seen.
Yeah, it's kind of you know what, like the kind of stars have aligned to this series. I mean, SouL Gaming and NetWars both have done incredibly well this round. They did incredibly well last round. You can see their records are really close. Obviously, SouL relying a little bit more on their Terrans because they do have more than just Koget and Radley. They do have Scan, Shiny, Bjol as well. He's made an appearance for them. But let's actually have a quick look at who they are going to send out today. trutacz and Spire is going to be our first game. Koget versus Noob should be absolutely sick. Bonith versus Bjol as well. Like, could you ask for a better matchup? And Yeti versus Scan to finish us off if we don't get to the ace match. What an insane set of 8 players. 8 of the best players in the STPL this round. Obviously trutacz hasn't shown as many games recently, but he's coming back to be a little bit more active now. So a little bit cooler to see him once again in the lineup. But just have a quick look at the rank, the group rankings of Rank B, just to sort of keep people in the loop of how it's going. SouL Gaming are currently undefeated with a 15-1 score. NetWars have been taken down in one game, but can they be the people to bring down SouL Gaming as well? If they can bring them down, it removes the chance of them going through undefeated and brings the scores a little bit closer together. But you can see NetWars, IRK and Red all currently tied on 3-1 with DM on 3-2 as well. So incredibly close standings in the top of this leaderboard. But let's have a quick look at our first couple of players just to sort of show how they've been doing so far. trutacz has played 2 games, I believe, overall in the SCPL. Last round he made those games. He did win both of them. Has won a single ZBZ as well, so things looking pretty good for him as he goes into this matchup. Spire has played 1 game this round, did go 3-3 last round as well, and has won 2 of his ZBZs. Just have a quick look at the map, not too important in his ZBZ, but we do have Neo Ground Zero. Going to be a little bit harder to go for a 12 hatch here, very far away from your main ramp, so kind of hard to hold on with just a single sunken. So likely going to see some variation of overpool, 9 pool or 12 pool coming out from both our players here. Could even see a 12 hatch in the main from trutacz. I know he does like doing that against Zeon Zerg. So without further ado, let's get into game number 1. It's SouL Gaming Spire versus NetWars trutacz here on Neo Ground Zero. And it looks like with the vote, SouL Gaming with 64% of the votes, NetWars with 35%. So people with a little bit more faith in NetWars, but starting us off here in the top. Sorry, in SouL even. But starting us off here in the top left-hand position, we do have the White Zerg fighting for SouL Gaming. It's Spire.
Yeah, and his opponent from the Polish team NetWars in the bottom left-hand corner in the green is our Zerg player trutacz. And I think actually our first game of the day might be the only kind of mismatch. Every single other game is just going to be badasses playing badasses. trutacz did take a little bit of a break, but Spire is just one of the sickest players I have ever seen. Got a chance to meet him at an amateur event that happened maybe 6 months ago in SouL, and it just said hi. I don't know him from anyone else except that I saw the PC he was sitting at and saw his name in the bracket. But he is just absolutely incredible as far as an amateur player goes, or non-professional. And so it's hard to root against him, right? And I think you saw that reflected in the poll. But man, trutacz is still really incredible. These guys have played against each other previously in some of the earlier Have At You Cups. But I don't know what to expect here because it is ZVZ and anything can happen. I'm required to say that by law.
Yeah. Also, we've got mirror builds so far coming in from both players. The difference, well, I say mirror builds, but Spire is going to cancel his gas and go into a quicker extra drone. So he is going to have the drone advantage moving forward, but trutacz is going to have this gas advantage early on. Whether or not that's going to come into play is yet to be seen, but obviously we could see Spire going for it in base 12 hatch or something, or a quick expansion. Lots of options still on the table. Obviously, there's a vote up for trutacz versus Spire, so we'll see how the audience feels about this matchup. But just an interesting question from my side: Did trutacz go to Russia?
No, he did not. I don't think we actually had any Polish players there. I think Zero was maybe supposed to go, but it turns out he actually just has an actual real life where he has to do things. And none of the players that went had. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, couldn't quite make it. I was super looking forward to seeing him there. But all I'm trying to say is the next time this happens, European players better show up. I'm talking like we did actually have pretty good representation there. I say we as part of the global community, not part of Europe. But I really do hope that this gets bigger and bigger because it's just so exciting to think about. And it's one of the reasons STPL is so important because we do get a chance to watch international competition and see how things stack up against each other. But some big differences include a natural expansion all the way for Spire. See, it's out across the map to try to see what's out there. But ships passing in the night as trutacz's Zerglings run all the way around and will make it to the other side of the map unscouted, leaving a totally defenseless main base. Actually, it has 2 Zerglings, but an essentially totally defenseless main base.
I'm not really looking forward to this. This could be a kind of crazy situation. We're going to have Lings on both sides, both able to get into the main, so there's obviously going to be a little bit more time for Spire to defend. But Spire is likely going to lose this hatchery here. He doesn't have that many Lings back here. The Overlord now just getting into the main. The Lings from Spire have actually been pulled back as well, so trutacz is going to be able to get on top of his natural ramp. And is he going to be able to take down this natural hatchery? This is going to be a huge, huge advantage for him, as his gas is just so far ahead.
Yeah, this is actually a really, really big win. He guaranteed will be able to cancel this. He might kill these couple of Zerglings. He's got to focus it, but he should be able to... Oh my god, is he not going to... Oh my god, he's going to lose everything. Never mind. He was 100 HP away from killing that hatchery, and he turns around and can't get it thanks to the Ling pullback.
In a way, this actually helps him a little bit because the hatchery wasn't cancelled. It is going to be a little bit lower. If he can get a decent number of Lings over here, he could go for a snipe, and it looks like that's what he's going to do. Lings on both sides of the hatchery now. Spire going to be forced to micro really, really well here to try and defend his hatchery. But trutacz obviously needs to be careful if he loses everything. He is going to be in a terrible spot, but good micro from both sides.
Yeah, trutacz is actually doing a really good job. If 3 Zerglings get into the main, this is actually huge because they're going to be able to target down a drone. Any drone kills here would be huge. He gets 1 drone and still has 1 Zergling surviving, running around.
And he's on the hatchery. He's on the hatchery.
Oh my god, if he gets this hatchery, it's so huge. He gets a drone kill and a hatchery. Insane win by trutacz.
Yeah, this is a really, really good moment for trutacz now. He's still actually at a supply deficit, obviously losing a few Lings. But if we see the drone count from Spire, and he actually has 7 drones overall. trutacz only on 6 on minerals, 1 on gas, so same drone count. He is going to go into a sunken colony and a Spire at the same time. Does want to try and hold on. And he is going to be doing his best here to hold the top of his ramp. Can Spire break through? If Spire can break through, he can make a good amount of counter damage done. But it's going to be difficult.
Yeah, breaking through the top of a ramp into a concave is just really, really difficult. But I think it's actually would be smarter to hold more of your Zerglings back when you have a sunken like this. It's going to be a little bit dicey here, but the Spire's about halfway done, and the sunken, it's starting to get focused down. Actually, he loses a drone there as it was going to mine gas. But the sunken will buy a ton of time and allow these Zerglings and drones to hold on.
Yeah, but the trouble is, back at home, we see that Spire is starting to drone up now. He's on 8 drones, so admittedly it's a single drone, but it's a single drone advantage that he's definitely going to have.
Yeah, but he has no lair.
Yep, and there is still... I mean, there's a Spire. The trouble that... Well, trutacz actually managed to mine 200 gas before he stopped mining gas, so that's going to be at least 2 muteless here, which are going to come out. There's still no lair, still no evolution chamber or anything, and Spire tried to get the second hatchery up again. Is that going to work? I mean, trutacz is in a very, very good spot right now.
Oh, yeah, you're exactly right. trutacz got everything that he needed to out of the early part of the game. He got a drone kill, I think only 1. To Spire's credit, he did get, I think, 2 drone kills on the other side. Let's see. So it's a total of 6 drones to a total of 7 drones, minus the one that he used to make the creep colony and evo chamber. So the 1 drone advantage is significant, but it's not really going to matter because there's no drones mining gas on either side.
You know, the trouble is as well, Spire doesn't actually have that much on the ground to defend, so if these lings can get in by trutacz, there's no sunken colony in the main, in the natural either, and good micro by trutacz is going to kill all of the lings from Spire, and not only that, there's going to be no spore colony if these lings get into the drone line. GG!
Oh my god, just GG's! What a sick set! trutacz just this big sexy brain. Oh my god, that was fantastic. I apologize for ever doubting you, trutacz. What a monster. He just this is like when Spider-Man stops the subway train, or I guess it's not a subway, but he just like stands in front of it and like there's a train coming at you. Like it just takes a very special person to be able to kind of bear the brunt of that force head on and hold it. And he does. It's so sick to watch.
It is indeed, and we're going to be heading into game number 2, which should be sick in itself. It's going to be Noob versus Koga on Plasma, and that's going to be happening when we get back after this.